Greetings, geeklings, and welcome back to the Geek Shall Inherit. I'm YuYu, and today we are going to be starting Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I know I had promised on Twitter that we were going to do some FNAF 6. We had some technical difficulties. I got through like 2 nights of the game and it was going pretty well. And then when I left my broadcasting software, the video file was just gone. Searched the computer, looked for it everywhere, started to rage a little bit and decided take a step back. So we're back now. I'm going to skip FNAF 6 for now because that pretty much blew up in like 12 to 24 hours after it came out. But we might do like a kind of little recap video or something of it, just kind of separate, instead of me going back and starting over what I've already done, especially since I've already seen it. So it's not really going to be a reaction when I already played through it once. You know, it'll just be kind of me going through something I've already done. But today we're going to do Doki Doki Literature Club. We've got pulled up on the screen. So I don't know a ton about this game. I know it's like a Japanese anime style dating simulator. I know that a lot of people have been telling me I need to play it or telling me that it's such a great game and they've seen other people play it. But there's not a lot of why, you know, just you have to play it for yourself because it's not what it seems. So my original guess was that maybe it was going to be something kind of like more honey pop or something. You know, if you get into the dating sim, maybe it starts to get a little bit naughty, and that was kind of the, you know, unexpected side. Looking at the screen now, the game is not suitable for children, so certainly it could be some sexy content. But it also says, or those who are easily disturbed. So I'm hoping it's not like one of those creepy, like, grape simulator games. Because I know that there was one that came out of Japan and super controversial, and I didn't play it, but I did kind of look up kind of to see exactly what the nature of the controversy was. It was super gross. So I'm hoping this is maybe more just like consensual adult naughty dating simulator, if that's the case. If not, we will not do this anymore. But I guess let's just go ahead and see what's going on here with the lovely ladies of Doki Doki. All right. Oh. Wow, there's the world's tiniest, palest arrow. Okay. I am not easily disturbed. Ooh, man. Okay, well, I appreciate that's a trigger warning. That's good to know. I do have some anxiety sometimes, but part of doing YouTube is also to kind of go for it, so I'm going to go. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm definitely at least 13 years of age. I consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. I mean, I've looked at Reddit 50/50s, so I feel like Doki Doki can't overdo that. Oh, okay, I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit, just to see where we're at. Oh, this is cute so far. Man, they are really... Aw, it's so cute. It's like Azamangodayo, which is an awesome anime, if you haven't seen it. It's like a slice of life girls in high school, but there's all kinds of like quirky, weird stuff, and occasionally some sort of supernatural stuff that just, I don't know what the deal is with it. Let's check settings. Only see function text after choice. After choice is interesting. Okay, well, since I don't know what this is going to look like, I guess let's just, we'll see if any of the settings bother us later. Enter our name. Let's see where we go. Ooh, such a nice neighborhood. Oh. Hey! Says question mark. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This takes place in the college town where I live. I didn't know. Oh, that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Good friends, for real, can tell each other that they are annoying. A good friend is someone who knows you're an obnoxious asshole and is still friends with you. I have some good friends. Alright, let's see about Sayori. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making the day, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long? Question mark? See, I don't know if you're asking me, like, do you understand that metaphor? Or you're asking me because you need affirmation that this person you think is annoying is your friend just because you've known each other for so long, and that's a good reason. Alright. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. So is she like oversleeping because she's a teenager who needs rest? Maybe she's oversleeping because she's depressed? I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, this seems like a significant detail, you know? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Girl, you need to reassess your friendship and decide if you want this person in your life, because that's hilarious. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Alright, I guess you're going with it. Oh! I'm guessing Sayori's out of breath. I overslept again! Oh man, she does look sort of hysterical. But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Man, I'm kinda self-righteous. Hehehe, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Well, if I'm being honest, kind of a bitch apparently. That's mean, YuYu Gawain, but I agree. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Okay. So I assumed I was playing as a female character, maybe not. Maybe I'm a male character. Maybe it was unfair to assume that just because there were girls there. So I don't know if, like, I'm a guy character and that's why we're saying that. Or if this just game is, like, super chill. Two girls can love each other, but you just don't want people to think the crazy girl is your girlfriend. See, a good friend doesn't care if you act weird when people stare at you. They're the one acting weird with you. Fine, fine. Oh, okay, she picked her shit up. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Oh, Sayori, you need some self-esteem. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehehe. Well, she's kind of adorable. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Alright, let's see them. Oh. By the way, YuYu Gawain, have you decided on a club to join yet? Is it gonna be the literature club? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Yeah, well, I seem to be pretty wishy-washy about how I treat my friends. Did I? Oh, man. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. You both need to reevaluate your friendships. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay, I do respect that, but the way you treat people about it is not okay. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. It seems like I kinda don't. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Am I gonna say something super bitchy now as a response? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? I don't know what's a NEET. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. This is like a weirdly codependent friendship. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Oh my god, she's so cute though. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Because you have a stick up your ass? I don't know. You know, it's surprising the number of video games you play where, like, the character you play as isn't necessarily that likable. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Are you? Because that seems to be your bag. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I'm a jerk. Oh, wow. That is the cleanest classroom I've ever seen. That's how you know this is a Japanese game. Because outside of those houses was goddamn impeccable, and this classroom, like, is shining. This is not what schools look like in America. At least not no public schools. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Alright, you kind of bitch with your friends, but I feel that. I feel that, girl. Clubs, I say forlornly. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. See, there you go. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Aw, you keep me around to feel better about yourself, and I have no clue why I'm still here. It's because you're adorable. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. What is she, like a child porn club? Why am I so, against this? Ooh, I hope not. Eee, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Why not? That club sounds dope. I will go with you, Sayori, even if my character won't. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Maybe it's like a fan fiction club, okay? And that's just a code. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Why are we criticizing that? She's expanding her horizons, man. So go get her. Since she was the first one to show interest after the ones who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. What a fucking go-getter. Alright, Sayori. At my work, that would be looked at as initiative. You would move far. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Okay, they would be hard to choose. I get it. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, Sayori, you gad. And Natsuke made cupcakes and everything. Bitch made me cupcakes. Let's go. Aw, Sayori, you're like the friend who's super annoying but cute. Okay, now I get why I keep you around. Now I don't know why you keep me around, though. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Spoiler alert, you get inducted into the literature club, and it's like a skull, sort of like secret fraternal society, and in the end you find out Sayori is the mastermind. That would be dope. I let out a long sigh. I'm so forlorn in my friendships. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? All anyone asked of. Yes, let's go! See how clean this is? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I once allowed myself to be talked into a 12-hour-long shift at work for 2 normal-sized bags of M&Ms in college. So, a cupcake's a bigger deal than that. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I wonder what year we are. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Sayori, everyone, the new member is here. Where is everyone? I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Okay, I'm a boy. Thank freaking God I know what's going on. Way to kill the atmosphere. Casual sexism. It's funny because we're ignoring it in society. Aw, YuYu Gawain, what a nice surprise. So really you brought me to this club because you have a bunch of, gorgeous female friends and you're trying to hook me up on a date? Welcome to the club. Who are you lovely ladies? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Sayori, wingman of the year. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Ooh, she's sassy. Sorry. Natsuke. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuke, is one I don't recognize. Cool, she's gonna be the cranky one we have to win over. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. My dogs can sense bitchiness. They saw Natsuke. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Is this how she wins my heart? It's gonna be one of those stories where, like, two people don't get along, fall in love, isn't it? Sayori, you can just ignore her when she gets moody. Teenagers are the worst. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuke, always full of energy and piss and vinegar. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Say it in front of everyone. Don't say things like that. Aw, look at her little blush going on. Yuri, who appears comparably more timid or more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuke. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. Is it Monika or Monika? Monika. I've never seen that Japanese name, so I'm gonna whitewash it. I'm sorry. It's great to see you again, YuYu Gawain. Monika smiles sweetly. Look at her. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, future mother to my 10 strapping sons. Basically completely out of my league. Well, at least you know you're a worthless piece of shit. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. I did not finish that sentence, and that is a bummer. Come sit down, YuYu Gawain. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? These broads are pulling out all the stops. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuke and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuke grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh, I thought it was going to let me choose. Okay. Natsuke proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I want to see these cupcakes. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuke lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuke. Well, you know, humble brag. Just hurry and take one. Dude, you cannot describe amazing cupcakes and not show them. That's literally what lured me in here. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuke is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Probably. She's humble bragging about her food. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuke. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. The Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You, dummy. All right. Oh, we're totally in love. We're totally in love. I give up on Natsuke's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. This represents like the battle of the sexes right here. Guy just like, oh, I don't know what she's talking about. Cupcake. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Her hand is like... Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Okay, so Monika's the one who started this. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. Oh, she's that girl. Hey, chillax, Tinies. Dokiing over here. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. That is fair. High school... Are you done? Please. Oh my, sorry. I have a, 8-pound watchdog who's a psycho. Hey, Appa! Come here. Appa, come here. Chill. Okay. So there are a lot of politics in high school. That's fair. It just... For anyone in high school, you think you grow up and that shit goes away. It doesn't. Life is just like different versions of high school. Either you're in college and you're paying to be there, or you go to work and they pay you to be there, but high school. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget. Oh, okay. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Alright, so apparently we argue about budget and whatever in other clubs. That sounds boring. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Well, that's a nice idea. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Okay, I'm not sure what she means, but maybe they have, I don't know, ecstasy and rave clubs or something that are really, eye-catching. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. So it is like dating. Oh, God. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Oh, Sayori. Yeah! Bringing in the passion. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, YuYu Gawain, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuke's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Is she like secretly hiding manga inside of like War and Peace so they don't know? Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh, man. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Are you writing like an author tagline? The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Yeah, she seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. I can relate to that, y'all. I can relate to that, especially growing up. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? It's cool. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Go me. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. At least you are self-aware about what a useless fuckwad you are. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you... Ooh, are we gonna find out she's like a psycho killer? I guess you could say that. Oh my god, she's Norman Bates. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. She should join a film club. She would be down with that, too. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuke's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuke? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting, and I decided to peruse it to see if I could learn more about you to use against you to my own advantage. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Oh, and give that back. Fine, fine. Eat your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuke and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Okay, yeah, I was wondering. She's gonna be one of those, like, little adorable girls who doesn't want to be little and adorable. Natsuke, you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuke averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I'm just like poking her with a stick. I understand how Natsuke feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You just like transcribe all of your Yuri's dialogue and basically make like a writing book. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. English 101, ladies and gentlemen, just pop her dialogue in a syllabus. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuke feel comfortable enough to share hers. That's why you are a good leader, Monika. And then Yuri is like, I'm gonna throw up. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. She just like showed up after demolishing all the cupcakes, no clue what's going on. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuke and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll all help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, YuYu? Monika smiled warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh, there's going to be a lot of sad faces. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. And Sayori's just like, I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls still back at me with dejected eyes. There we go. I don't know, she looks kinda... Natsuke looks kinda angry over there, man. But... Oh, she's so sad. I'm sorry, I thought... Yep, there we go. Piss and vinegar. YuYu Gawain. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Aww. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Ha, true story, bro. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that, with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Nothing happened. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. YuYu Gawain, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuke clean up their food. Hey, YuYu Gawain, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Sayori's like Pinkie Pie. Like, if any of you know anything about My Little Ponies, she's like that character who's there and like kind of peripherally aware of what's going on and then pops in to be like, good times, cupcakes. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuke, Yuri, and of course, Monika. I like how they did like a roundup there, like in case you're just breezing through the dialogue and you didn't give a shit what any of these bitches said. Roll call. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. There it is. Poems start getting naughtier and naughtier, and you have like a four-way fight between the girls through these like fan fiction-esque poems. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. This is going to be where it gets like adult and not suitable for children. Oh god. Oh boy. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, okay. Oh man, this is hard. Okay, so... Monika doesn't seem to be a choice, so we've got Yuri, Natsuke, and Sayori. That was my favorite. Oh, who do I want to flirt with? Oh, why do you look so sad? Oh, she just like pops around looking sad. And Sarah's like, ah, Okay. Alright, so... Alright, we finally get to the part. Hey! Chill, I'm putting you in your box. So, we finally get to the part where it looks like we can make some decisions that will affect potential dating outcomes. And Monika's not here. I don't know where we're going to go for Monika, though, because she seems like... I don't know. I'm going to play this the way I would play it in real life, I think. Like, if I were going after these girls. Sayori's been the best friend for a long time, and it doesn't seem like there's any indication of it being like a... I don't know. Like, what are those cliche movies? Like a friends with benefits, my best friend's wedding sort of thing, where, like, we realize we're in love with each other the whole time. Like, it seems... I'm certainly kind of a dick to Sayori. And it seems like she's, like, cares about me as a friend, but I'm not getting any, like, other vibes. Monika's not a choice, and that's fine, because I think she'd be, like... In real life, someone like that, I think, would be intimidating for me to want to date. But I think would be a really, like, cool and inspiring friend. Honestly, I think... Oh, man. Honestly, I'd probably go for Natsuke. There's, like, that weird kind of, like... I don't know if it's sexual tension yet, but there's definitely that, like... kind of going at each other. So, okay. What would she like? Apparently she likes to write cute things. Oh, God. Well, I don't know. She hates the word cute, though. Okay. Well, I'm just going to pick the word cute and see what happens. Oh, okay. Cute. Oh, man. This is surprisingly hard. It's like word association for people's personalities. Like, how are you supposed to do that? Okay, she likes to do cute things. I know fantasy would get Yuri. Let's just see what vitality does, because I'm curious. Oh, Yuri, okay. Cute. Vitality. Rainbow? Let's see, Yuri, okay. See, it's hard, because they describe her as liking cute stuff, so all the things I think Sayori would like kind of also fall in that cute category. Together? Dang. Okay, no offense, Sayori, I just like... No, imagination would probably be Yuri. Fulgent. Oh, okay. Rose. Anime. Yes. I read her. Okay. She likes anime. She does not like vivacious. Oh, okay. No, adventure's probably gonna be maybe misfortune. What? Why would... Okay. Whatever. I'm just confused now. Why would you like misfortune? Oh God. Natsuke, I've met you for like 10 minutes, and shockingly enough, I don't know your personality well enough to write you an amazing love poem. Desire, maybe? Oh my God, I'm accidentally courting Yuri. Well, you know, maybe she'll be like, you know, a lady on the streets and a nasty bitch in the sheath. I don't know. Boop. That's probably... What? I thought that was gonna be Sayori. Okay. These are really cute. Let's try romance. Okay. Parfait. Cool, she likes yogurt. First date. I know it. We're gonna have this, like, Beatrice and Benedict love-hate thing forever. After image? Clouds. Yay, that's cute. Sparkle, that's cute. Well, she looks like she kind of moved. Play. Bliss. Ooh. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, I don't actually know what Doki Doki is. I should have looked that up. But I didn't. Excitement? I should have known. Alright. Pink? Yes, okay. I've got a little bit of her going on now. Hi again, YuYu Gawain. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, YuYu Gawain. You've restored my faith in men. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Hint, hint, blink, blink, blink. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Ugh. Natsuke, you love me so much. We're gonna have 10,000 babies. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuke, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. What? Is that like supposed to be a diss because manga is lame to you? Or you don't see manga as serious literature, so you're like stabbing at her commitment to seriousness? Natsuke finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Just seems like she was stuck saying the letter M. Manga is literature. I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuke plops back into her seat. She was defeated. There was not even a discussion. It was like, I try to burn you. I reject it as a burn. Whatever. Don't worry, guys. YuYu Gawain always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Oh, she loves me too. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, how come? You and YuYu Gawain can become good friends too. Oh, she's playing with her hair. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh my god, Sayori, you are oblivious. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. I just want to be like, oh. What is it? Never mind. Oh, dude, Sayori, you were making her feel so bad. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I wish my hair was like 3 feet longer so I could really rock her pain and hide behind my hair. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Oh, she came too. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Yes, tell her it's okay. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you was a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Okay, so now I'm not being... Maybe I'm just a dick to Sayori, because I don't see her as like a hottie matati, but now I'm like Big Boobs McGee here is like all up in front of me playing with her hair and being shy, and I'm like bending over backwards to make her happy. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh. I didn't want you to feel left out. So, I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. Maybe over a coffee or candlelight. I'll bring champagne that I steal from my mom's liquor cabinet because I'm like 16. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Because she loves me. She wants all of this. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Well, she's very considerate. Yuri, Thank you. I'll definitely read this. What is it? Is it like the Necronomicon? Like, let it be some crazy demon shit? Or like the Kama Sutra? I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh man, do we actually get to like see the book? Or like read it? Because that would be cool. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. That's how I feel when I get to read a book. Meanwhile, Natsuke is rummaging around in the closet. Do we literally just have like a woo George Lucas style slide animation to cut to an edit that's like the same thing? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? You read a book, fuckwad. You read a book. I'm gonna go back and change my name to fuckwad, can I? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Yeah. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Oh, you're such like a useless teenager. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up. I don't know if I agree with that or not, but I'm not like a professional marketer or event planner. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. I don't know, that kind of sounds like luring people somewhere under false pretenses. Like winning a vacation and getting stuck spending half the time of it in a timeshare pitch. Kind of sounds like bullshit. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Is it possible I've been an asshole our whole friendship? Somehow missed her being the annoying child girl next door? To watch her become a fully formed person with a functioning brain? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Always. Anyone who's ever been to college, especially, or grad school, where you're extra broke, food. Food will always entice people. Well, what kind? Pizza? Ice cream? I don't know. Whatever you want. People will come. It's free food. Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! See? Aha, good thinking. Natsuke would love to do that. How many people are you planning on showing up? Is that how she wants to spend her weekend? Oh, you're right. Natsuke makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh my god, Sayori, never change. Cupcakes it is then. It's good to know you also don't know what to do with her. I'm hungry. God. Oh, Sayori, you're my new favorite. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I'm trying so hard to find voices for these characters. I just keep wandering off. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, whoa, she's also my girl. Ah! Well, yeah. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. She is, like, right up there. I nearly fall out of my chair. Yeah, she's pretty up there. Hee, sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. That would be the most popular club. Does our school have a napping club? Haha, yeah, I'm down. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. I didn't sign my life away. You'll need to get used to it. Man, she pushy. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. I love her. She's precious. She's perfect. Just marry her now. Game over. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Oh man, Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more to you than there's more than just your hair. Oh, I thought I was going to say something nice. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Hey, at least she brushed her teeth, man. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. But I do. Because I'm either a giant asshole or genuinely such your friend to the point where I will tell you the truth because I recognize it's important. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Because I'm a dude. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? What? What? Are you kidding me? What? There's not like a swipe option on Tinder for like blazer button. They're loose and sloppy. That's super mean. That is super mean. I'm being a dick. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. When I enforce my particular standards of what my ideal woman looks like onto you, you'll just go find a carbon copy of me and continue to be mistreated. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Yeah, this is getting a little... Oh man, maybe... This is so funny. Yeah, you're caressing her hair with your fingertips and... What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is how as a... I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Oh no. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. but my blossoming young female body is so supple now. How have you not noticed? Sigh. Dude, for a guy who was like, oh, this club is so full of pretty girls, you're not getting the situation with the button. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Just don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Ugh. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Well, apparently you have a fetish for it if you think that's why she doesn't have a boyfriend. But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. My breasts aren't being squeezed by oppressive clothes made with the male gaze in mind. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because I'm gay. Oh, if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. It would ruin our friendship and the careful sexual attention I've long curated. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Teenagers are like so oblivious and so awkward. Oh, this is great. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Hey. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I feel like that's people in general, though. So maybe you could come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone, let me interrupt this awkward conversation for club business. Eh? Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yes, because I wasn't paying attention to how many times they were all jumping. So I don't know, like, who I turned on more. Yay! YuYu Wayne, I can't wait to read yours. Me neither, it was just a bunch of words. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic. But Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Because she loves life, and I apparently stare into the distance, waiting to die. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. That is how I feel about writing poems in general. Not a skill I have. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? There's 5 of you. You can't just take turns. I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. And I bet it's the kind that doesn't even have the perforated lines you just rip. You get all the little fuzzies on the end. She seems like the kind who wouldn't mind. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuke and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself, with equal if not greater reluctance. Ooh. Now, if I was reading it correctly, the way the little pictures of them were the little, like, chibi emoji images, avatars, Monika wasn't my target. Like, she wasn't a choice. So, you know what? I'm going with my girl Natsuke. I love her. She's who I love. I told Natsuke I was interested in her poems yesterday. You did, player. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. That's how I feel too when boys try to show me poems. Mostly because I had a guy write a poem for me once, and it was like, logically, I appreciated the gesture, but personally, like inside my soul, it was not a good poem, and I didn't want to tell him that to hurt his feelings, because again, appreciated the gesture, and this was not a situation where I wanted to crush his soul, but oh, it was so awkward. Oh. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Wait, but you secretly love me, right? So that's a good thing? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. Oh, God, she loves me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. Well, you know, I was trying to write to an unknowable audience. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? Spanked, maybe? I'll pass. Sigh. Man, these teenagers are all so forlorn. I think I'm finally old enough now that, like, I've forgotten a little bit of teenage angst and, like, it's great. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Do you actually get to read it? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can... Oh, Eagles can fly is the title. Sorry. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I can't decide if I think that's profound or ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Well, that's okay. Apparently I'm an idiot, so, you know, I'm low bar. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yeah. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like me? Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. See? 50-50, I was right the first 50. We're inspired. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Oh my God. She's smiling. She's smiling. She is no longer apathetic or grimacing at our presence. Yes, we've nailed the jackpot. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It was like a little discordant, like when you're playing a song and like just doesn't finish on the right chord and you're like, because it feels incomplete. It helps bring up the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Damn girl. Slay. I'm glad you learned something. I'm so self-important. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuke is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, you're being less of a dick right now. We could score with the one we love. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, you know what? Monika wasn't even like a choice to aim the poem for, so she'll give like critical feedback. Hi, YuYu Gawain. Having a good time so far? My God, her boobs. Like, I'm sure in the camera it just looks like I'm looking at the screen, and like she's beautiful green eyes that I'm like forcing myself to stare at. But just like her boobs are just like in the middle of the page. Like, maybe it's designed to really make us like feel the experience of a teenage boy, because all I can do is look at her boobs. Having a good time so far? Yeah. My future wife loves me already. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Goddamn, she's a good leader. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm a schmuck. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Plus, I lack the motivation, admittedly, by myself, to really give a crap. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. So, okay, we did the word association, but, like, I haven't got to see my own poem. Don't worry, YuYu, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Oh, excuse me. I work at 4:30 in the mornings in real life, so I kind of turn into a pumpkin early. But it's that sort of area that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. She looks concerned. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you... It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. You know, I think you see that in real-life relationships with people who, like, seem to butt heads a lot, but it's actually because they're, like, the same person. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. People are complex and have emotions. They don't just exist on one plane forever. Weird. Teenagers, right? This is where they start to figure that out. Sorry, I'm not like trying to knock teenagers. It's just so funny because some of the stuff that's like blowing their minds, I'm like, yeah, but I kind of remember like being there, and then later you're like, oh, well, no, that's wrong. Like, of course people are complex or whatever. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either, because your poem was boring. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. See, this is what I mean. This is why, like, even before I saw the avatars for the characters I could, like, aim towards, I was like, I don't know if I'd want Monika. Because in real life, like, I want to be your friend in real life. I'm like, you're such a good leader and you're so encouraging. Like, I want to be friends with her. Not that she's not cute and her boobs aren't, like, gigantic beacons in the middle of the screen. Just, you know, I'd want to be inspired by her and have critical feedback. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Apparently, it's just 20 random words in order, I guess. I haven't read the poem, so any style would be better. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. You'd be a good teacher, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Unless you're secretly trying to nail one of my club members to back off. It's so funny because you seem like a character, like a person, who just goes out of their way to be a teacher's pet and try to impress everyone. So. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. I come from a large family with very successful older siblings. My parents put incredible pressure on me. If I go to college, I'll probably start smoking, and then when the pressure becomes too much, I'll be the one climbing on top of the dorm. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Jesus. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparks. I need to start doing warm-ups before these. Holy God. I'm gonna try that again. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. What? Is that like about religion or something? That's really intense. So, what do you think? It's very freeze-frame, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Oh my god. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I tried, y'all. Like I said, in real life, I work at Starbucks. I open in the mornings. The benefit is I get done at like noon, so I can come home and do videos. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Are you hitting puberty? Like, anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. They're exercising. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That is a good point about life. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That is also true. That is actually like what a lot of people say about writing. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That sounds like a quote from Bendy and the Ink Machine. I like it. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That sounds dirty. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, I guess let's show it to Sayori because she loves me. It seems odd for her to be quiet. Oh my goodness. This is so good, YuYu Gawain. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh, Sayori, never change. Seriously. I love you. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure it's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a YuYu Gawain poem. That's kind of cute. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, YuYu Gawain. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Only really good people let themselves be pressured into something they don't want to do because their friend, over whom they seem ambiguous about the relationship with, promises on their behalf that they're going to do something. Oh my god, I'm so confused about your moral directive right now. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh my god. It's like she's part cat or something. Like she was focusing and then, ooh, shiny. Like, that was amazing. Oh my god, it was cute, but really nice. And then just classic Sayori. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. She didn't even, take offense to that. That was great. She was just like, yeah, me and breakfast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, let's go see Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. I hate it when that happens. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. You are not making me feel so good about this, Yuri. I mean, you're not here to stroke my ego, Mo. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Aw, so it's that bad? No! What is with, her? I mean, I just had surgery. I don't know if you can see the sweet scar. I just had surgery a few weeks ago, but, I don't think my hand... No. I don't think hands bend that way. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I need just like a sheet of hair to hide behind. Oh, she's great. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize is that new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuke can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Were you about to spill the beans on the fact that she loves me? Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuke. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Well, I mean, if she's shy like this and, she is expressive but does not express, then yeah. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Whoa. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the pure present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That is kind of moody. I like it. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, YuYu Gawain. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Jesus, do you teach like English classes at college on the weekend? I don't know any teenager who talks like this. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Well, I don't know because I can't read it, game. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I sigh a lot. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuke. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuke's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just being passive-aggressive. Natsuke dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Catfight? Wow. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Well, that is not how getting better works. Asking people who like what you do, they're only going to reinforce maybe what you're doing well, which is great, but that doesn't really help you get better. Oh, Natsuke. I hope that when we break through this little tete-a-tete we're playing here with one another, and our love shines through, I can help you move beyond being passive-aggressive and childish. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and YuYu Gawain did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And YuYu Gawain liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuke suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. There about to be a cat fight over yours truly. Ooh, ladies, ladies, ladies. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that YuYu Gawain appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. The passive-aggressive train has way hard pulled into the station. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as YuYu Gawain started showing up. Natsuke? Natsuke, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, you guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Great, I'm going to get dragged into something awkward. I don't like getting dragged into people's bullshit in real life because it makes me feel icky. This is going to be fun. YuYu Gawain, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, YuYu Gawain. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, YuYu Gawain? Well... That's about how I would respond in real life at this point. I'd be like, well, I mean, you both have a really good, for your poem, simple length, but yours, it would be, I have to go to the bathroom, and then I'd throw up on myself and die. True story. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? That's what I'm trying to figure out, game. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Oh. See, I'm torn now because I was originally like, hey, Natsuke, But now, and I'm letting my personality get into this, you know? Because I'm like, she's being kind of immature. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with simple writing, but, like, her argument that something has to be simple to have meaning is kind of, like, I don't know. It's personally kind of making me like, well, you are immature. Oh, do I just agree with Yuri, or do I do help me, Sayori? Oh, see, help me, Sayori seems like a cop-out. I'm just gonna choose, see, in real life, I'd be like, oh, look at the time. Did anyone watch the sports ball yesterday? Great game. Politics, religion. How about the weather? Oh. Alright, it's a game. I'm going for it. Sorry, Natsuke. Natsuke. You're right that I liked your poem. See, oh, I meant to pick Yuri. Wait, did I? That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri didn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuke felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuke, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuke, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuke clenched her fist. She really did. It's like she's going to stamp the floor. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. Wow, suddenly I'm like Dr. Phil. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. Sayori, you are secretly the wisest here. Oh my god, she is Pinkie Pie. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuke snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. I don't know, I would say there was some warning for that. On her way out, she crumples up her poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Well, that kind of breaks my heart a little. Natsuke, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. And I spent all this time this morning patting my bra. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, YuYu. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuke said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuke say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah.
Come on, woman, make me some tea.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. YuYu Gawain, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. YuYu Gawain, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent as much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuke. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, YuYu Gawain, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It seems like I can handle a moderate level of enthusiasm at best, and I tuck her out quickly. And Sayori is always at like 11 on Red Bull. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. I'm not sure I've caught on to the kind of situation that we think we're in. I mean, aside from the fact that she put us in a bad spot by being like, my friend's gonna join the club, when I'm more like, I guess I'll come look. But like, I don't know. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I see. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. So really, Sayori's a bad friend? Or we're being upset that she doesn't notice that she brought us to a club full of beautiful women and we're having a hard time deciding which boner we need to use as a dowsing rod to find a girl? Come on. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as internal monologue sometimes. I could see that. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Cool. Oh boy, I'm writing another poem. Okay. I think I'll write this poem and then save and leave it there. But let's see. Alright. So, Well, Natsuke, I think that I've decided that our sexual tension is great, but if this were a TV show, like, we wouldn't get together the first season, you know what I mean? We would have that sexual tension. It'd be like a Jim and Pam thing from The Office, but without being so sweet. So we're going to drag this along a few seasons while you mature. And I'm going to go for Yuri. So I think Yuri would choose existence. And then unending. Eternity. Oh, I'm so good at this. Journey. Ooh. Hopeless? Oh, she was talking about being sad and happy. Okay. Disarray? Yay! Feel kind of bad, but I'm like, just pick the big words for Yuri. The other two are like writing for kids. And I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just agonizing. Incongruent. Alright, sorry. Natsuki, our hypothetical future babies are being changed out. Infallible? There we go. Ooh, unrequited. Oh, well, I guess it'd be like writing about like happy and sad. Unstable. Pick pink. I don't want Natsuke to hit my code. Whoa. Alright, I get it, dogs. You don't like me pandering. We'll go back to trying to impress my lady friends. Aura.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
Okay. Oh. Sayori's already got a boner for me. Whatever. Lust. Oh, she got dirty hard. That's suicide. Oh, man. She is in some dark stuff. Desire. Portrait. Oh, she's gonna love me. Alright, gang. So this is Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna save here. Oh, okay, cool. Empty slot. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna save here. And go back to the main menu. Wait, yes, because I just saved. Oops. Now I want to make sure my game loads. Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah. So this is Doki Doki Literature Club. So it's a lot more of like a narrative fiction style game, which is fine. I do wish that I had a little bit more opportunity to choose my dialogue, maybe. Kind of like... Was the Daddy Dating Simulator the one? I think that was the one I'm thinking of that was more recent, that actually had, like, dialogue options. There's a lot of this where my dialogue is just canned and I'm going with it. I do like that I get to, like, each time I learn more about them, the word association thing works. Like, it was a lot more fun the second time because I felt like I wasn't just guessing at their personalities by, like, a 5-minute interaction the way they described each other. So that's kind of cool. Like, you actually already need to learn about people through conversations with them and their artworks. That's really neat. But yeah. I guess that'll do it for now. We'll come back and see if we get maybe a little bit more interactive. As we get to know people more, I think maybe we'll get more choices. I don't know. Yuri seems like maybe she's got some dark stuff. So I'm curious to see where, like, all the parental warning and the unsuitable for children, like the dark imagery comes. But the fact that, like, I kind of took a gamble and picked suicide, she was all like, oh, yeah, it's okay. You know, there might be something darker there. I don't know. So I guess we will find out. Thank you all for being here today. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.